for some lights out, blisteringly fast Rocket League. This is gonna be the big one. Chronic on one side, TRK on the other. Ahmad, no Khaled. You got Aptek and Nolly. Get up and get loud. It's game day.
The Kings of MENA take on the Kings of the World. Gen.G versus Falcons here in San Diego. I am Stumpy, joined by CJ, and my word, what a morning we've got for you.
Boy, oh boy, best of 5 as well, ladies and gents. Game 1 is so crucial.
Gen.G so far in this event have been not their true selves. They've not managed to perform particularly well during that group stage, but in playoffs, CJ, they're just a different beast.
They know how to step up, and you look at the stats, they're below par so far this event, but we saw that in Rotterdam, and then we saw them win 5 straight series. Ahmad now, he's able to touch that one across. Gen.G just starting off strong right now. This is what we want to see from this side. Falcons as well, this team, we saw them reverse sweep vitality. We've seen the resilience. We know what they can do on defense.
We saw some amazing defense previously as well during that crew series. I want to be seeing Falcons and Gen.G live up to any amount of what we have seen from them historically too. Apparently Jack trying to accept that ball from Chronic down from his own net by the halfway line. He's not going to catch it from there. TRK, the man who's been spoken about so much on the desk by Chiefs especially, he has been phenomenal at this event.
I mentioned the 4 major as well. The last time these two teams played was at the 4 major. That just could be in. Off the bat it is! Oh! Apparently Jack just sneaks one through. The defense wasn't ready for that one.
An early goal for Gen.G is going to be bolstering their confidence. Yes, it comes off the nose of TRK, but they all count for 1, and that save from Khaled, that is millimeters.
You always have to be ready for the shot on net. It can come at any moment. Jack capitalizes there. Gen.G get the first on the board.
First goal, first minute, and apparently Jack trying to get the second as we enter the second. Ahmad though, left-hand wing, and with Chronic taking it to the sky, he passed it back down towards apparently Jack with very deft touch. It falls to O'Callaghan, who is lurking and waiting. Shot for TRK, that's on target! That's an equaliser.
Lovely response there from TRK, getting there first on the board. It was a beautiful play off the corner. Khaled just forcing the 50-50. Nolly in net, backwards, going nowhere. Slots at top bins.
Having to jump up backwards to save it top corner, that is hard at most times. But TRK, who has had fantastic shooting stats so far during the winter major.
Could be dangerous off the kickoff, no way, a kickoff goal apparently. Jack just buys his time, second man, and finds an opening.
I bet he had enough time to talk about TRK before he misses that cheat. Then apparently Jack can come in, just that slightly slower, play further back. So as soon as that ball pops over you on the kickoff, you are done for. And that final man, he's already gone for boost.
We just see it time and time again. That second man, that follow-up on the kickoff is too close. What happens if that happens? You're not ready for that situation. Apparently Jack, though, shows his experience. Nails one, here goes Ahmad, though, gets a low 50. He's going to go off the backboard.
And we always talk about Gen.G and their smart kickoffs. They play a very smart Rocket League. The smartest thing you can do in Rocket League is practice those kickoffs and know what you're doing.
Nolly's missed.
This could be double tap. Sees Chronic have to save it away from Ahmad.
Oh, Nolly again, showing a little bit of nerves there. Just caught under the ball. The speed, the power from Falcons did catch them out. Gen.G's in the front. Jack gets a shot. This is parried out. And now Nolly having to chase back. Third man from Gen.G, playing pretty far up.
Ahmad trying to bump Nolly away from that ball, but the clear does come out. Chronic clearing it towards that right wall as well. Jack with 100 and the left wall at his disposal. He goes for the double, but TRK is there to shut him down handily.
Beautiful defense there from TRK, recognising he needed to get on the backboard, does so, finds a way out. Now Ahmad is able to get a double touch. Jack's there on the backboard. Khaled now pushing forward. Falcons need to find an equaliser.
An equaliser as we enter the second half of this game in 10 seconds or so. Ahmad whiffing that one, but TRK to the centre. That's not great either, but TRK managing to dive back in front of the net. Chronic, will he pass this? Instead, no, he goes solo with it. Ahmad, left wall, pinches it back behind apparently Jack, who is now caught with O'Callaghan and Nolly in a 1v1.
We're just seeing Gen.G sit back a touch in offense right now. It could come out to bite them right here. TRK, he's able to get the 50-50. Jack's there to follow up.
Jack's shadowing position there too is sublime. Make sure that Chronic isn't able to let that ball go. It's not going to lead to too much of a problem. But now the defense, that's open, that's TRK. But it's Chronic there as the #1 defender.
TRK just couldn't get there in time. Maybe Khaled now, flip reset, what can he do? Underneath the fake. doesn't get the second touch. Falcons are still pushing forward. TRK's got to get a huge 50-50 to buy some time, maybe keep this offense going, but Chronic's got other ideas.
It's a lot of pressure on Gen.G too, just right now working out into that blue half of the pitch. It becomes a lot more awkward. Khaled manages to get on that demo from Ahmad onto Nolly. Another demo coming out.
Falcons are heating up now. They're just picking up the pace a little bit. The demos from Gen.G as well. Jack getting physical. Chronic throws that one forward. Khaled gets it clear. Maybe Ahmad can go to work here. Blocked out by Jack.
90 seconds remain, and Falcons, they're lacking that one goal, but Khaled with a free ball in the centre. Nolly's on the ceiling. He's going to be able to attempt to go for the block on that, but Khaled goes wonderfully high. Can't get it any further. A zero boost ends up befalling him. The right wall now sees Chronic trying to get back behind TRK, but the pass across, replaced by apparently Jack, gets rid of Ahmad. Jack into the sky, cannot bump Khaled out the way, and that save coming in. The final minute ticking down on this first map.
Yeah, Falcons have to push forward now. Jack showing so much poise right now, but that whiff could open it up for TRK. A little bit of midfield space, 50'd out by Chronic. Gen.G, they play this situation so well. They're not giving them an inch.
Double attempt from apparently Jack, but just blocking out what TRK wanted to save. That's on target, but Khaled can clear it away quite handily. Chronic left wall, but found again by Khaled. No more than 2 or 3 touches on the ball being strung together by either team here, shutting them each other down so consistently.
Yeah, Gen.G just finding the 50-50s at the right time. Jack tries to dribble Khaled, who buys his time in the back corner. He's going to be able to get the beat out now. Perhaps a pass to TRK, gets it across, but again, that midfield control, that challenge game is coming up huge for Gen.G.
25 seconds remaining, and they will be ticking down tantalizingly for the Falcons. TRK gets it round one with a reset. Shoots on target! Ahmad and TRK, double damage, 2 goals for the Falcons.
Oh, they're never out of it. TRK with the 50-50 off the corner. It was a mirror image of their first goal this game, and they do tie it up at the death.
18 seconds remaining. Gen.G at the end of this game have let it go just a little bit. Can Falcons capitalise in regulation?
This is a best of 5 as well. Every game is so crucial right now. It is so shorted, but we're getting some quality here.
TRK challenging along with Chronic. That will be going in favour of the Falcons.
Oh my goodness.
That's sent along with a pinch. Nolly up for that double touch. Taps it down into the corner. I'm not sure he was expecting that at any point.
Oh, here we go.
And that bounce goes fantastically for the Falcons.
Oh, great touch from Chronic. I thought he mistouched it, but is able to find the way, is able to put it down. We got overtime here. Game at number 1. Everything on the line, as we said, where you want to get off to a hot start. 1-0 up in a best of 5 is crucial. Now TRK pushing forward. It's Falcons attacking first.
But Chronic jumping off the wall there now leaves.
Oh, that's open!
However, doesn't matter. Apparently, Jack, the man to take game number 1.
There's positional misplays from Falcons, and Jack capitalises here. Nolly leaves the ball. Ahmad's just pushed up third man for no reason, gets caught out. Jack capitalises.
We've seen a couple of times that final man when they move up a little bit further, thinking my teammate's got it. They're going to be able to get this clear away. Instead, it gets tipped over the top of their car. And in the end, Gen.G, they let it go in the final 18 seconds, but they brought it back in the overtime.
Falcons had a chance, but have a look at apparently Jack. He was the MVP of the fall major, and now he gets 631 points and a hat-trick.
That hat-trick as well from Jack. Every goal being, oh no, not even every goal, sorry, 2 of the 3 goals being assisted as well, going solo on one of the attempts. Great play from Gen.G, but Falcons taking that to an overtime. And bear in mind the trajectory of these teams historically too. You know, they've only played each other once, and that was when Gen.G managed to take that during Fall 2. Gen.G, they come into this as the champions of the Fall Major, but they have not been their usual selves at this event.
Yeah, as you said, Gen.G, they won 3-1 last time at the Fall Major. It's a best of 5 again here. Game 1 is just so important, so crucial. Falcons, they gave themselves a chance there. They were in it, they got it to overtime. But Gen.G just too strong. Apparently, Jack coming out swinging.
Yeah, apparently Jack has been fantastic so far in this game. And TRK, he was on top for Falcons. It seems to be that battle, seeing who's going to be coming out on top so far. But an overtime for Falcons is a great start. To try and get better result compared to their full Major 2, they managed to get 12th to 14th. That is not where you want the Falcons to land.
We just saw Crew get that reverse sweep. I don't think Falcons want to be in a similar situation. However, they want to win game number 2 and tie it up.
Chance in this second game for Falcons to be able to take it and bring us level, or for Gen.G, as we are in a best of 5, to send it to that vital series point.
Early double commit as well from Falcons, just showing a little bit of panic. Chronic puts it on net. Khaled is going to be able to get the save. Nolly pushing forward. It is Gen.G. They got the game 1, and they're in attack already here. They're creating that pressure. This is awkward. Another double commit from Falcons.
2-7, but it's not going to be leading to too many problems, however. TRK winning that incredibly strong 50, but Khaled coming in and taking over. With boost, he goes into the corner. Nolly's going to be tapping it on awkwardly for Chronic with a half flip and a shot coming in from Ahmad. Doesn't go for a shot, instead goes to control the pass back to TRK, shoots low, but Nolly is grounded.
Nolly's just so quick to watch that bottom right corner there. Readjust for the passing play, but I like that from Falcons. They're getting creative because Gen.G is just dominating this midfield game, but this is just going to go in! Ahmad again caught out third man.
And apparently Jack, with the vision, sees that he can snipe it, sends it down range. Jack with an early lead in the opening minute.
He's done it again. You could just score from anywhere when you're Gen.G. They're always dangerous. And Falcons, you cannot give up those sort of goals in a best of 5.
It's Ahmad, as he said again, being caught short, not seeing that he's the last man back and just pushing it a little bit further. Jack, great vision from him though, and again, chance for Jack to shoot onto the backboard. Khaled, he's not going to miss on that chance, but you see both Chronic and Jack waiting, no matter the distance that ball bounced.
That was circling like sharks. Maybe TRK over the top does get bumped out again. Falcons pushing forward, they're losing this midfield game though, because Nolly's just got a little quick 1-2 with apparently Jack. Gen.G. That midfield is so strong.
They're teaming up so close to each other too. They're having very close shadows, but neither player is being caught out at any point. They have backup plans on backup plans on backup plans.
Yeah, this is terrifying right now for Gen.G. That's a great touch from Chronic. Khaled with 0 boost just makes the most of it. Now even more trouble. We're seeing Ahmad just sitting in net, but we've got 4 boosts, 0 boost, nothing in the tank right now. Shot on net, saved out by TRK.
Great touchdown from Nolly too, one of the most selfless players in the RLCS at the moment, famously winning the full major with his pass over towards Abjak, but a miss from Chronic. Ahmad was not banking on that to fall to him.
They've still got an opportunity here. TRK with boost again. The challenge game, they are getting no time in the air on these solo plays.
And Gen.G, what a swarming team they are. When they find each other so wonderfully and they know what their opposition's doing, it is near impossible to work out. Chronic with one reset, fakes it, goes low, round the side of TRK, but a backflip sends it into the blue corner and to safety.
Yeah, TRK just taking his time well there. The bumps were coming through. Gen.G, this could be interesting. The demo coming out. Nolly just ending that attack, but no one's in net right now. Nolly's waiting for Chronic, who's not pushing forward, but
good call. Great call from Nolly there too. The pitch coming out, TRK can block it, but Nolly working Chronic off that ball too, so he has more momentum to get it into the corner. A demo on target, shot from Ahmad. 50 boost, apparently Jack take control and then flick it around the side of Khaled, who was starting to push in. One demo for Jack. Chronic goes to find him, the shot bumped away by the man who has only just come back alive.
I love the creativity though again. Falcons need to find some of that of their own. Maybe it's here, maybe it's TRK, dribble over the top. Nolly's going to sit there third man and just buy time, let his teammates get back, does well.
Waste a couple of vital seconds and they will be adding up by the end of this game on Forbidden Temple. Chronic with 100 boost, he has space, he has time, he wants to find Nolly, but Nolly fancy going for TRK, who ends up receiving that ball. A minute 50, a 50 in the midfield, with apparently Jack now catching up. Ahmad sending it high onto the side, but Khaled not reading that play in the possession, falling back towards Gen.G. Nolly with a 50, again with Khaled onto that right-hand wall. Apparently Jack misses, and so it falls for a shot to TRK. With that 100 boost stolen too, there's now a chance for Falcons to try and capitalise. But Gen.G, again, intelligently working out of defence.
And Falcons not getting too much value from their touches. Callum might have, otherwise he's got a flip reset, can't get the dunk, goes wide.
Oh, TRK was waiting and lurking just to snipe that ball in, but it's not quite in the right position. That seems to be the story of Falcons in this series so far.
Picking up the pace now, which is what we want to see. TRK, that's gone 50-50, that's gone central. Nolly's awkward, but he's been faultless so far right now. Ahmad off the sidewall, Nolly on the backboard again, gets another touch.
Nolly with a touch low, manages to get
no, that's open again!
That's completely open, but Nolly flips past the ball. He's not able to get that flick backwards either. An opportunity did arise, but it may not spell disaster for Gen.G as they still have that lead.
Yeah, no boost there for Nolly to work with, but again, Falcons just looking a little bit awkward in defense. No boost from Khaled. The boost managed from Gen.G has been sensational. Apparently, Jack gets blocked out by TRK.
40 seconds remain with 100 boost now stolen for Chronic. It's Falcons. All of the pressure is on them because they are falling heavily into Gen.G's trap of this very controlled and understandable game if you are that team.
Khaled has to get to work here. Great 50-50. Nolly won't be able to get the touch. TRK is going to be able to get opportunity. Fake out. Ahmad!
Fake!
Got it! Apparently, Jack, huge save.
Saving to the corner, but Khaled is there to lurk. Chronic taps it back behind him. The final 10 seconds sees TRK pass to Khaled, but Nolly to intercept. That may well be open, that may well be two, but TRK can tap it wide.
5 seconds left, what can they do here? TRK, he's got no boost to work with. Apparently Jack, he's trying to kill that one. Ahmad keeps it up. Khaled, 0 boost, blocked out by Chronic. Ball still in the air. What can Chronic do? Off the wall, TRK. Ahmad blocked out by Khaled, who's got no boost at all. And again, it's Chronic to kill the ball. Gen.G 2-0.
2-0 for the reigning North American champions, the world champions, and the fellas that want to do it all. They've not started this event well, but the game management, the boost management, it is all falling their way. Falcons, they need to change something up because they are falling into Gen.G's trap of organized, understandable, that categorized Rocket League. Falcons, as a Chief said, burn the house down.
5 shots to 6 as well. It was an even game, but it was just that open net, the mispositioning from Ahmad, and against a team like Gen.G, who are just so well coached, the Lucian, their structure. You can't afford those mistakes. They get the 1-0 and then they go into that defensive mode, control the midfield and lock it down, and then they can kill 3 or 4 minutes on the clock.
And they have so many backup plans too, it feels like. When 150 goes the other way, cool, Chronic's that way. If it went towards the left, cool, Nolly's there. Those saves as well. Nolly goes high, Jack goes low for the fake. They're covering every angle. They are just one beast, and I don't know how Falcons are going to work through it if they don't try something crazy, get more fakes, be more unpredictable. And apparently Jack, the man for Gen.G that is getting it all done. All 4 goals for Gen.G scored by Jack. Both goals for Falcons scored by TRK. It is the battle of the 2 gods.
We saw a reverse sweep in the first series. Can we see some magic here from Falcons? They've got to pick up the pace, the pressure in the midfield, and try and find a way through this Gen.G defense, which seems impenetrable.
Early chances for Gen.G already starting on our 3rd game. The touch wide is going to be seeing Ahmad with a low boost, but an open net. Ahmad starting Falcons off proper.
The first positional mistake here. Apparently Jack gets beaten out last man. No rotation back from Gen.G. Ahmad, easy as you like, puts that one away. Falcons, a perfect start to this potential reverse sweep.
So far as well, early goals coming in all 3 of our games. Falcons are going to feel happy with that one.
Chronic, he's going to get the fake out. That's the classic Gen.G double aerial fake play. Doesn't quite come off. Apparently Jack, huge touch last man, and it's up to Nolly as well. 0 boost, but they just find a way. They're always there for each other. Maybe TRK can get the touch, but again, there hasn't been a single solo play from Falcons. It has been challenged immediately by Gen.G.
Jack intelligently sending that ball high to waste a couple of seconds so he can go back and get more boost because they were all so low, and they've all now picked up 100. Those minutiae is what gives Gen.G all of the control in series like this.
Great touch by Nolly as well. He's still got boost to work with. Ahmad in the air. Chronic is going to be able to get a 50 as well. Jack straight under it. And over the top of Khaled as well. TRK has to make a touch. 50-50 out. Backed up by Ahmad.
One of the rare chances too where Gen.G
that's
did
open.
not have a man. But you bet the Falcons have got a man sinking their talons deep into Gen.G.
They found another hole in the defense. Gen.G perhaps getting a little bit too happy in defense. Chronic, 3rd man too far up, gets beaten to the ball by TRK. We wanted to see the speed get picked up a little bit by Falcons, and that's what we're seeing here.
And speed comes with confidence as well. Falcons getting that early goal is going to be giving them a lot of chances. Now 2 goals for the good for Falcons. Pass over from TRK to Khaled. Pass central. Ahmad is there. Ahmad shoots! Apparently Jack from the goal line, the saviour.
Khaled sitting deeper now, which is what we want to see. Apparently Jack, Gen.G, they're controlling the midfield. That's off Chronic a little bit there. Falcons sitting in defense. They've got the 2-goal lead. Let's see how they hold it together. Oh no, not again!
Nolly, but a pinch to the far post in TRK. The gods are with you.
Oh, this is just their game here, game number 3. Nolly jumping off the sidewall, just doesn't get the 50-50. He had to play for it, but instead he tries to beat out TRK. That's just pinned straight into the net.
3-0, what a turnaround Falcons we are seeing. And we mentioned previously the series with Crew versus Secret. The reverse sweep did come in, and it was 3-0 in that game too, quite early on. Are Gen.G going to befall the same fate as Secret? They are going to be hoping no.
Just controlling that midfield a little bit better here, Falcons. They're challenging a little bit earlier. Apparently Jack, he's got boost off the ceiling. He's going to get blocked out. Didn't quite get the touch that he wanted. See what Chronic can do. Does touch off the sidewall, but Falcons again, they're holding this down well. Half the game gone, still 3-goal lead.
Khaled beating around on that right-hand wing with apparently Jack now picking up a 75 boost in air drill, but loses that ball, and TRK's patience leaves possession. Ahmad, I think this guy bumps 1, bumps 2, gets it past all 3 and scores to 4.
He does it all himself here, Ahmad, over the top of Noli, over the top of Chronic, gets the bump as well. Falcons have come alive.
4 goals in half the game, on track to get 8. Gen.G have had a real turnaround in this one because the Falcons, they have got their wings flapping in the third.
Oh, they're winning the kickoffs as well. Another shot on net, saved out by apparently Jack Chronic. Huge touch there. Gen.G now 4 goals down. They had such a great start. Noli might be able to get one back. Khaled in net just sits there and pops it straight to Ahmad. I love that team play in defense.
There's a very safe shot from Noli too, thinking, I'll just send it towards the goal. But previously, may well have punted it a lot harder, got it on the corner of his car. Noli trying to go for a ceiling pinch. Isn't going to go as well as his pinch from that right-hand wall earlier. Jack shoot towards the target, but TRK finds himself actually ricocheting off the crossbar, but manages to recover. That man is psychotic.
Maybe a 1, 2, 3! TRK, the pass play was huge!
The movement round the pitch, passing it off from TRK to Khaled, back to TRK. A gorgeous doink top bin.
That was exceptional. Falcons get their 5th goal here. It is all coming together right now for this team.
What a teardown too. TRK, he is really coming alive now.
Man, oh man, what are we seeing? Another 50-50 apparently, Jack. Falcons positionally, they fixed up their mistakes from the first 2 games. I'm not sure if this was a conscious decision or they're just warming up into this series, but they're looking so much more poised. It's open again, and Ahmad slots the bottom corner. 6 goals for Falcons.
We said that Falcons would need to burn the house down. This is the kerosene on the carpet.
Ahmad finds the opening this game. Well, if it wasn't over already, they're just stat padding at this point. This will get their first game, which is huge. Maybe the reverse sweep, maybe we're starting to think about it. How did Gen.G respond to a huge save out from TRK? They just can't find a way to score a goal in this game.
80 seconds remaining and Falcons quite clearly winning the 3rd game of our series. Apparently Jack resetting for the back ball, but Chronic wanting to come in, just try and help, try and stem that bleeding as much as he can. Noli in the midfield, then sees it back towards apparently Jack to shoot. A miss from TRK, but Noli and Chronic tangling up with each other.
Khaled's been huge as 3rd man this game as well. It feels like they've just found their comfort. The Falcons in defense, they found their structure and their positioning, and it's working wonders right now. Gen.G, they look a bit rattled. They're almost playing too fast in offense for their own good, and it's leading to opportunities like this. Ahmad off the ceiling.
Oh! Goal! Ahmad with the 7th from heaven.
That's goal of the tournament right there. Ahmad. It might be the 7th goal, but it's the best one we've seen so far. Team Falcons, San Diego, if you're not having fun, what are you doing?
They come all the way from MENA. They are the kings of their region. And in this 3rd game, yes, they're losing in this series. They are taking down our major champions from all the way back in Rotterdam.
Ahmad off the ceiling. TRK jumps a little bit underneath there. 20 seconds left. This is all Falcons. Could we get to Brazil here? Are Gen.G going to be able to get the goal? The huge goal that everyone would love, or is it going to be Ahmad again? Solo play, 1v1, dribbles around. Doesn't quite make it work.
That was nearly devastatingly cheeky as well from Ahmad. Final 8 seconds, sees Noli shoot back towards Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Brazil in San Diego.
How good we get the Brazil that we just wanted so badly. 7-1 for Falcons. What a response. Facing match point, series point. They were on the plane home if they didn't win that one, and they've done it in outstanding fashion here.
Me and CJ grinning at each other like lunatics when that first goal went in for Gen.G. 7-1 for the Falcons. This series is far from over. The turnaround has well and truly come in that 3rd game.
I mean, the quality of goals that we saw as well from the Falcons, it wasn't just Gen.G completely falling apart. We saw a few missed plays from Chronic. We saw some 3rd man structural issues. But then Falcons just turned it on. The 1-2-3 pass plays. Ahmad off the ceiling with the dribble, the basketball bounce dribble. I mean, that's just sensational.
How many of those do you reckon are going to be in the top 10 tomorrow? Ahmad, he's in there. Fair play, mate. You lock one in.
Top
Oh, that's in there. That's in there. A doink in the top 10. Thank you very much.
This
Ahmad
is
from heaven. Dropping it below the crossbar with 2 players on the goal line too. Sneaks it round. 2 players on Falcons with over 700 points.
And importantly as well, Khaled, we can't forget about
4 goals!
Defensively, for Khaled though, holding it down, that's what started this offense, because Gen.G started to think, hang on a minute, we don't have as much space in midfield. Falcons are starting to challenge that ball and pick up the pace. They couldn't respond in that 5 minutes. Let's see what they do with that 60 seconds here. Game number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to see Champions Field for the second time today?
There's a lot of North American fans here, but I am sure that there are some Falcons fans in the audience too. I've seen some green light up glowy sticks. They must be pulling for the Meaners.
Here we go, Khaled. He's got the kickoff as well. Off the bat, off the ceiling. Does get blocked out by Chronic, and apparently Jack does bail Nolly out in defense here. Falcons though, this is what we want to see. They're sitting deep. Look at Khaled again, controlling this ball, controlling the game.
I will say though that Gen.G's mental is phenomenal. They turn around when you think they are going to be down and out. We spoke about them previously with the oxygen loss earlier in this tournament and back in the full major. They turned it around, they won the entire thing. A 1-goal game where they get smashed, that is not going to affect their mental one bit.
And how often do we see those high-scoring games and then both teams lock it down? Double commit again, the panic from Gen.G. We haven't seen this so far. Pass into the center, Khaled fakes it out
Good
for
fake.
Ahmad. Gets the dribble, gets the boost as well. They're still on offense.
Ahmad to the ceiling with 60 boost. He can reset it round 1, but the second man just waits on the goal line. Chronic, a very weak touch, just sends it straight back out towards the offending players.
Oh, Khaled maybe could have left that. TRK almost finds an opening. Ahmad now, he's got boost off the ceiling, does get the touch. Chronic puts it to the side, but Gen.G, they've got low boost here. Not much to work with, and Falcons, this looks like game 3 all over again. TRK does get blocked out by Nolly.
A huge amount of pressure from Falcons starting off too. The gust of wind flying heavily in their favour here on Utopia. 1 minute 20 gone, shot after shot after shot, but now Nolly beats out a player who is just attacking him as fast and hard as they could. Up high, Ahmad, the only man to receive it, now back towards Nolly. Ping pong beginning. Just a little bit of state from both teams, not wanting to take too much of a chance. Ahmad, down for 2, but apparently Jack stays stoic on the ground.
Oh, could have been a huge first goal for the Falcons. Gen.G still look rattled. This is off the back of Khaled. Maybe an opportunity now. Jack pops it up. The Chronic's not ready. Nolly's sitting deep. Might be able to get a touch, but he's got no boost to work with. Pass back. TRK
boost
just blocks it out.
Nolly had 12 boost on him that he only just picked up as well. The ideas are there, but right now, Falcons, they're making sure that they're trying to shut down
Ahmad!
Khaled beating 1 off the pitch, and then the dunk! Ahmad!
He has come alive in this series. The Falcons, they've woken up. Apparently Jack can't get the touch. Ahmad dunks it off the crossbar. Team Falcons off the back of just a structural change-up. Khaled is sitting deep. He's watching that third man, and it is just unleashing Ahmad at TRK.
Falcons building up that nest egg. Just over 2 minutes into this 4th game, and Gen.G trail. They need to shut down that bleeding, otherwise Champions Field is going to be on its way. And echoes of what Crew did to Secret about an hour ago will be ringing in their heads.
You know, it'll be in the back of Gen.G's mind as well. We just saw it an hour ago, 30 minutes ago, the reverse sweep. We might be able to see it again here. Half a game remaining. Falcons get the huge first goal, but now Gen.G are getting to able to attack. The block out from Nolly is important, but much boost from him. He's going to have to get out here. Chronic does get the boost off the ceiling. Touched out by Khaled again. He's been huge in defense.
Got bumped off the ball, but maintained that reset. Jack to the ceiling, back down towards Nolly, but just a slight misread. Chronic now to shoot. What a Khaled to save from inside the goal mouth.
Oh, he is him in defense right now. Khaled, Ahmad puts it to the corner. Falcons are in a little bit of trouble. They've got low boost. They've got to play the 50-50 game. Great play there. This could be dangerous. Chronic shot on net. Saved by Khaled.
The crossbar shutting down Gen.G. Chronic had the opportunity. The chance was there, but just couldn't quite secure it. Now in the midfield yet again, battling hard. Nolly on defense catches, but it goes a little bit further than he would like. The hook shot potentially one dribble, the flick. Shut down by TRK.
Falcons have gone into their shell a little bit here. They need to regain that midfield control, find a way to get those bumps, those touches around the center of the pitch here. Chronic tries to roll it around. The bumps coming out. Apparently Jack bringing in the physicality. The TRK holds strong. He's going to be able to get an opportunity over the top. It's going to go wide. Apparently Jack just sends it to the side here. Gen.G have to find a way. 1 minute on the clock.
Nolly to challenge versus Khaled, but Khaled winning that particular battle. 50 boost for apparently Jack, but he stays grounded while TRK challenges. 30 for Chronic, into the sky. See the apparently Jack Central has a reset, finds Jack, but TRK was there instead on that chance.
Falcons just sending numbers in the midfield. They're watching that drop down, watching that pass play. This is a little bit dangerous. Khaled gets the clear. Nolly's ready for it. Off the ceiling. What can he do? Maybe makes the magic. TRK. Huge touch.
Ahmad beating out. Apparently Jack has just waited a little bit too long. Sees a Falcons player come and attack him. An awkward touch for Chronic on the back ball, but nobody to challenge from Falcons. We approach 30 seconds left in the game, and Gen.G need to make this deficit of 1 goal up.
Oh, Ahmed's just in his element right now. He didn't rotate back. He watched that midfield, which has been the linchpin, been the difference right now for Falcons, turning this series around. 20 seconds left. Chronic's got to be able to touch this back into defense, but it's down the wrong end. The 50-50. Chronic low boost in net. He's got to pop it across. Apparently Jack has nothing to work with either. 12 seconds remaining. What can happen? Can Gen.G find a way? We've seen some 0-second magic so far. Is it going to be Khaled to just put the dagger in it right now? We got to go to Champions Field, or is Gen.G got to find a way? Ball still in the air. That's got to hit the ground. Stumpy Goblin, we're off to Champions, baby.
Gen.G starting the series so strong with their couple of wins. We had an overtime earlier, and then a smashing in our third game now brings us along. Everybody hop on the bus, Champions Field. We're here for a big old Saturday.
Oh, the defense has been sensational from Falcons. We've seen what they did on the offensive side of things, but to get that goal, get that huge first goal of game number 4 and then just lock it down. They found a way. They had low boost in defense, but they were supporting each other. They were watching the midfield, watching those pass plays, those close passes from Gen.G. And now we're finding ourselves onto Champions Field. They have all the momentum. This is a huge test for Gen.G's confidence.
I love seeing Ahmad there too. They get the goal, they do a fist bump, straight back in it, lads. None of this cheering, none of this standing up, telling your opponents, go home, you're off. It's just get it done. Get that job done.
Lose this one, you go home. This is everything on the line. Falcons have found a way. That man there, Khaled, has been instrumental in defense, just sitting a little bit deeper. Let's unlock TRK, let's unlock Ahmad offensively. And he's just watching those big clears that were troubling them early on.
The nerves going into Champions Field are going to be ringing in both sides' hearts. But who is going to have the ability to deal with it that bit better? Early opportunity starting for Gen.G.
Lose this one, you're going home. We're on to Champions Field. This is all about moments. It's not about who's playing better structurally. It's about which player, which individual is going to be able to step up and take that moment, seize that opportunity when they get it. It's the Falcons early here with the pressure. TRK pops it over the top. Chronic's ready.
Chronic in the back right corner, gets it round the side of Ahmad until he comes in and dives it back towards that ceiling. Nolly trying to go with the 50. TRK on target! Oh! Apparently Jack with a save wide. A pass central yet again. Those passing plays for Gen.G haven't worked out for a little while now because Team Falcons keep diving their way in.
Yeah, they're just finding those positional plays. They're finding that opportunity. Nolly's a little bit awkward. Khaled's got boost to work with. Is he going to go for the flip reset or perhaps fake it out? Does fake it out, perhaps above. Shot on net, goes wide.
The goal line defense now leads straight onto a counter-attack. Nolly with the challenge, but instead Khaled removes him from the pitch entirely. This is end-to-end stuff.
Oh, it could have been a perfect opportunity for Gen.G to find the counter-attack, but the demo that came out was huge there. Chronic flip reset, pass over the cross. Nolly Jack just goes wide again. It is TRK making the save. Nolly can't quite get the touch, can't quite get the shot on net. Can Chronic make it work? Khaled clears the ball.
Nolly with an opportunity on that second try to try and tap it in, and unfortunately he's not able to. Nolly again with a slight miss, but continuing that challenge. He's been a nuisance, but in this game, he's against 3 of them.
Oh, great play from Khaled as well. Off the wall to himself. That buys a little bit of time for Falcons. They're still pretty low on boost. Half a tank for a couple of them here. Apparently Jack flip reset, just goes wide again. TRK with 100 boost might be able to counter-attack. Chronic's there, off the ceiling, doesn't quite get the second touch. Can Nolly get a follow-up? He just buys his time, clears it to the corner, but Gen.G are still pushing forward.
No half rotation necessary on this push because Gen.G managed to get it with a lot of boost on their side. Falcons get themselves a little bit low with Khaled on 0. He has to pull back down towards Ahmad. The left-hand side is going to see TRK now battling nobody for possession of that ball until Chronic comes in. Ahmad tries to ping it below the crossbar, but apparently Jack wide, back towards the centre from Khaled, saving yet again the swarming Falcons. They are beating their wings down on Gen.G's defense.
Starting to come into their own off the corner. Nolly's going to be able to get a clear here. Khaled gets a huge 50-50. Apparently, Jack out of position. TRK pass across. Can Ahmed make something work? Maybe a double touch. Apparently, Jack blocks it out. Nolly on the line, sends it to the side, but this is trouble. Open! It's just got to be in!
The long shot at half-time for Gen.G is going to be an incredibly meaningful goal. They got one to make it at Brazil in the previous, and now it's one to put them in the lead on Champions Field.
Still half a game remaining. How do Falcons respond? That little positional play that's cost them in the earlier games has come back again. It's eventuated. Oh, he's got to be able to get the clear. Falcons, they were pushing forward. They had all the control, but Gen.G just found an opportunity. Ahmed, flip reset, fake underneath, blocked out again. Gen.G, all three of them in net.
Every single player on Gen.G had to defend that, but now apparently Jack leaves it to TRK to defend him. He does so fantastically. Knowledge flick central. Can't backflip it towards the net. Instead, Ahmad clearing towards TRK. Chronic up so confidently.
They've picked up the pace here. Gen.G in midfield. It's been huge. Khaled, he's got low boost. Gets a 50-50 out. Ahmad's under the ball. Fakes it out for TRK. I like this. Chronic's a little bit awkward, but he's going to be able to get a touch. Lands in net. This is awkward now. Falcons could be able to set up an offense right now. TRK off the sidewall. Apparently Jack's pre-jump. Flip reset. Beats him. Is there a shot? No bump through either. And apparently Jack down the other end almost finds an opening.
Great defending on low boost there as well from Gen.G, but a pass from Ahmad gets blocked out by yet again another Gen.G player. Nolly finds that save. That is vital. 80 seconds before Falcons are sent home, but we've seen their late game heroics.
Huge 50-50 from Ahmad. TRK's out of position. Khaled might be awkward on the clear. He is awkward on the clear. The bump!
It's open! Apparently Jack! The second for Gen.G! It is gigantic with a capital G!
Oh, Khaled has been instrumental in defense, but that wasn't the touch he wanted. Apparently, Jack circling like a shark finds a way. 2-goal lead for Gen.G. 1 minute left. Falcons, what have you got?
Our four major champions are in the lead in the fifth. The Falcons, they have had these late game moments. Chance for Chronic to send it onto that backboard. He does so. Ahmad is awkward, but with zero boost, he is still a magician.
Huge touch there. Apparently Jack now boost to work with. Has a flip reset there. TRK blocks it out. Chronic sitting a little bit deeper, but far enough back to get the touch out now. 45 seconds left. What can Falcons do? Is it going to be TRK? Is it going to be Ahmad?
40 seconds. Gen.G still leading by 2. Chronic up in the sky onto that backboard. The first player to it is a Falcons man. It's Ahmad to fake round. Apparently Jack gets beaten as well. Nolly gets demoed. It's awkward, but Gen.G hold on.
25 seconds now. Khaled, what can he do? They need a goal right here, right now. Blocked out. Apparently Jack off the ceiling. Goes wide.
20 seconds. Jack with TRK, but TRK into the sky. Ahmad with a pre-jump, but Chronic is there first.
They're dominating the midfield. Apparently Jack, can he just put the nail in the coffin here? 100 boost off the corner. Khaled clears.
Wasting time. Gen.G, we get the countdown from the crowd. It is the four major champions who find victory amongst the banners of legends. Gen.G move on to the quarterfinals to face off against FaZe Clan.
What a series, what a fight back from Falcons as well. But in the end, it was the poise, the composure from the four major champions. Went there down, they're never out, and they fought back there in game number 5.